Ahmed on side, back with another live stream. It's Arsenal going away to Leeds United, trying to get some traction back in the Premier League after a real slump in the past, maybe 7 games or so. Um, Lackluster performance in the Champions League, as far as I'm concerned, against a very weak Kairat Almaty team. Um, So let's see what Arsenal has to give to us today. I've already come out and said that I don't think we're going to win the league this year. So I'm really keeping my enthusiasm in check because I don't think this team has the mentality to win games back to back and beat uh, a really weak Man City team. Real indictment on this squad. But anyway, sorry for the negativity. Like, share, and subscribe. Help me get to 50 subscribers, y'all. It doesn't cost you a thing. Just hit the notification bell or share it, and help your boy out. We're building up. We're gonna be putting out some more content, hopefully, not just these live streams. But anyway, we're about to kick off. The lineup is pretty interesting. It looks like the typical lineup. You've got Hincapié playing on the left. You have Havertz coming in, and Odegaard dropped for this game. That's interesting. He'll be on the bench, but it's interesting that Havertz is going to be in the attacking midfield role this week, in this game, I mean. And Bukayo Saka looks like was supposed to start, but looks like he's injured now. So it looks like he went down the tunnel with an injury at the beginning of the match, but before the match even began. So he's not even going to play in this match at all. Um, and it looks like Mikel Marino also injured. So that's another problem that we've kind of had. It's one of those things that's lingered for many years prior to even this Arteta generation. We've had just constant injuries to important players. So, you know, so I don't really expect much from this game playing away against Leeds United. A they're not an easy team. I believe they beat Liverpool or City. It was one of the two. So we'll see what happens here. The ball's already kicked off, and it's just kind of going back and forth. You know, I expect to see kind of what I've seen a lot lately in games, just going back and forth, lack of control. Jokeres, of course, starts again, but I expect him to continue being profligate. We'll see how he links up with Havertz. In my opinion, I think Havertz should play up front, and Eze should be in the 10 or in the right 8 or whatever. Actually, no, Eze should be in the 10. We should be playing a 4-2-3-1. But once again, we're doing the double pivot or the single pivot with Zubamendi. Zubamendi in the 6, Rice in the left 8, Havertz in the right 8. So Nani Madueke gets to start because Saka's out. We've got a corner. Let's see if Madueke can beat the first man. Not impressed with his crosses. Nah, he can't beat the first man, of course. Yeah. Declan Rice gets the return. Let's see what we can do today. Trossard starting this game. He's been in a slump himself. After doing really well at the beginning of the season, kind of locking down that left wing role, relegating Martinelli to the bench. But right now, he's really not offering much. Nani Madueke gives it away once again. Ball goes back to the Leeds goalkeeper. It's not looking good, guys. We've got another game tomorrow. We've got Spurs hosting Manchester City. So we're gonna hate along that one. We don't know who to hate in that one, honestly. I don't really expect Spurs to do anything. So you know what? Listen, I know that they're gonna lay down. You know that they're gonna lay down. They know that they're gonna lay down. So Man City, I'm expecting a 6-0. I want them to get historically walloped. And it's not even gonna matter if Spurs get a win or get some points off of City. I'm not really I'm not really too excited about the Arsenal campaign because you can imagine that we'd probably drop points as well. Ah, goodness gracious. All right, ball goes back to Zubamendi. Little link up with Trossard. Trossard cuts inside into the midfield, passes out wide. Madweke, not sure what he wants to do. Okay, he takes his man on. Yeah, dude, we get real Gervinho vibes from this guy. Trossard takes it out. Leeds throw in. Oh, Arsenal throw in? We'll see. Like, share, subscribe, help your boy. Looks like we got 3 viewers. All right, hold up. Let me turn on the chat. Oh, looks like we got some chats. Uh, Sammy Bennis. Listen, if you have any proposal about any kind of edits or anything like that, first of all, I'm not working with a budget. So if you're down to grind it out with me, then I'll be considering any sort of support or help for the time being, right? So right now I'm funding this myself, trying to build it up. All right. So if you're down for that, then that's cool. But otherwise, don't expect um, for me to have like a budget for you right now. All right. So just hit me up via email. I think my email's on the Kick profile or wherever. It's somewhere, right? I think you can go to YouTube. If you're streaming on YouTube, you'll see an email. You can reach out to me. All right. What we doing? What we doing? All right. Looks like we got Leeds with a set piece here. This corner. Calvert Lewin's dangerous. All right. Cleared. That was a dangerous cross. Victor Yokerez doing nothing. Actually, he got it back, but still, the guy's touch is atrocious. Arsenal set piece. Just a free kick way back. Nothing important. So, what do you think is going to be Arsenal's prospects for the rest of the season? Are we going to win the Prem? Are we going to win any trophies? Champions League. I mean, we're still at the top of the Champions League, but that Kairat Almaty match really highlighted the lack of focus and a little bit of the disrespect that these Arsenal players are showing to opposition teams. I don't know where it comes from because this is not typical of this team. This team really, I think, had built a mentality for winning, and as of late, they've been conceding late goals and they've been struggling with weak opposition. So, what are we going to see from this team going forward. Throw in Hincapié, trying to find someone, taking forever to throw it in. There we go. Victor Yokerez kicks it out. I'm sorry. I'm like looking for everything wrong that this guy does so I can hate on him. I think I said that before. I'm just going to keep lambasting him just because I stuck around with him. I supported him. And I was hoping that this was just like him betting in and trying to learn how this team plays and acclimating to a different league and a different team. But the guy has nothing. He has the basics are not present. He does not get the amount of criticism that he deserves, I think. Arsenal fans are now like turning around on him because I don't think a lot of them were excited about it. It was almost split. Initially, people wanted either him or Benjamin Sheshko. Either one would not have been good. I mean, seeing how Sheshko's been for Man United, he seems to be another project player. It would have made maybe more sense. I think it was just that Sheshko's price tag was way too high. I think if it was a little bit more reasonable, then we would have had Sheshko. But they really tried to push his valuation, and it just didn't work out for Arteta. So they said, "Hey, why don't we just get Jokeres for cheaper, even though he's a bit older?" One thing I've noticed with these Arsenal matches is they look a bit disorganized. You know, it's crazy. I don't understand what's going on. We're like losing possession. We look disorganized. And I think it's easy to blame the new players in the team, but you kind of have to put some on the shoulders of the manager because it's his job to get these players prepared, to bring in the right pieces and to also get them prepared for us to, perform and win games and whatnot. Victor Yokerez fouls somebody. So yeah, some Leeds player. He's really trying, I think, to do something to be present. Yeah, we're in the 11th minute. I think this is going to be a bad result for us. It's already looking bad because it's not like we've threatened them. It's just like, oh man, this is so frustrating. It's so hard to do these streams and because what I want is for Arsenal to win. I wanted this to be the season, but it looks like a series of bad decisions have led to us like glaringly regress. Like it's clear to everyone that we look way off of it. Every bit of progress that we've made, it feels like it's kind of gone out the window. Even the harmony between players is not looking very harmonious right now. A lot of frustration. And some of these players are getting older. I saw just now they were saying Declan Rice is 27. I had no idea. I thought he was like 25 or something like 27. That means my guy has, at his peak is got like 3 years, like he's going to be 30 in 3 seasons. To me, he's been next to David Raya and Gabriel, our most consistent player. Bukayo Saka's really had a bad slump this year, and now it looks like he's injured, so we can't really rely on him. What do you guys think? Should Arteta be sacked at the end of the season? How would you feel if he stayed? Let your boy know. And if anybody here is like familiar with content creation, let me know what's a good platform for building out content, because the one that I'm using now is a little bit funny style. I know OBX, people say use OBX. Good lord. David Wright kicks it out of. This is a suffer watch. This is what should this should be called a suffer watch right now. Here's Arteta telling them to calm down, doing this on the sideline. Like, calm down, guys. So what's going on? Like, why are we being a little bit too anxious? Is that what's going on? Everybody's anxious? It's crazy that Leeds are giving us some work to do, but where are the opportunities? Where's the chances at goal? You better shoot it, Zubamendi. Terrible shot. Terrible whiff, man. Oh my god, these players. Ugh. Dude, we got a bunch of weaklings. Like, oh my goodness. Do we have any killers in this team? Where are the killers in this team other than Gabrielle? To me, the ones with like real focus that really want to win, that hate losing. They don't care about being liked, they don't care about decorum. They just want to win. I don't see that. And now Leeds have a throw in. Looks like they're going to go for the long throw into the box. That's a distance right there. That's a long pass. You're going to throw it. Oh, goes into the box. That's a really good throw. Here we go with Victor Yoker. I think Victor Yoker's whole function is just really, he's just like a bookmark. He's just on the pitch, so that way when Arteta decides to make some changes, we'll have, a fresher player in the second half. It's Arteta's tactics, man, have also kind of degraded a little bit. This whole thing where we let a whole half pass by and then have to try to win the game in the second half and then end up drawing, conceding late goals, losing matches. It's just like a constant thing that's happening. These constant injuries. Give us something to celebrate, Arsenal. You know? Of course, you can't have it every week. For most of the season, we've watched games during the weekend and enjoyed the suffering of our enemies, but that can't last forever. You got to keep in mind it's not going to last forever. Take advantage while you can. Yeah, and they're being physical with us. We just have to learn to be physical back. I don't understand why these players keep falling down. You know what this league is about. You know that these referees are not going to help you. Matter of fact, they're when they get a chance, they're gonna try to work against you. Here's Victor Yokerez. Looks like he was fouled by some pretty hard foul. Yeah, they're being very physical with us. But referee is letting it, he's calling the foul. He's just not giving any cards. And these players that are coming from other leagues are just not understanding that, dude, just keep playing the match, and then, don't complain and don't try to simulate. Nani Madueke offside. That's a really tight offside. Hmm. I think hear we're gonna hear like a Jokeres agenda of this guy actually is doing so far he's doing well or whatnot. I don't think so. I think his placement is awful. He's just like running all over the place. Maybe he's like trying to show the manager like, I can at least offer energy. Okay. Declan Rice receiving the ball deep. And we're doing the same thing with Saliba again. In maybe like the last 10 games that I've watched Arsenal play, Saliba is like going out wide to the right and then trying to carry the ball forward. What is this? Trossard kicks it and forces Hincapié to run to receive the ball and try to kick it back in. It's just all over the place. What's going on, Arteta? These tactics that you've employed are beyond stinky. These are rancid tactics that we're watching. No chances, no opportunities. We're not really controlling it and pushing them back to their own goal. How do you beat bigger teams if this is how you perform against Leeds United? I get that they're at home, but let's look at the table. Where are Leeds United now? Where are Leeds United? Ball goes up in the air. Havertz has been invisible. You would think like, okay, cool, we're gonna do like an experiment, and things are gonna be a little. They're gonna at least look a little bit different. Yeah, Leeds United are 16th in the table. They're essentially like a few bad performances away from relegation, from being in the relegation zone. What are we doing, guys? Disorganized play. Disorganized play. Dude, there is going to be an uproar. We're 21 minutes in and no real opportunities on goal. We've had a couple. Okay, so Trossard in the box. Ball gets blocked, goes out wide for a throw in. Ball's up in the air. Leeds clear it. Corner Arsenal. Declan Rice steps up. He's going to take the cross. Unless they're saying it's a free kick. All right, cross goes in. Very good cross. Blocked. Gabriel. Gabriel crosses it in. Wow, good cross from Gabriel. On the run, too. If Arteta makes changes, I think what he's going to do is leave Havertz and put Eze. That would be the smart thing. That's what I've been calling for. Put Eze in and just switch to, like I was saying, man, switch to the formation that got us the 4-1 win against Spurs. Oh, good lord. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Help me boost my morale. Give me 50 subscribers. Give me some input, some comments. I will respond. I'll make sure to have my notifications on because I will admit I do forget. Nani crosses in a little bit better. Goalkeeper kicks it, slaps it away. Ooh, Trossard gets it back. Hincapié, bad touch. Ball cleared by Leeds. If Leeds can rely on one thing, it's their energy and physicality. It may be some really shallow analysis, but maybe we're missing Calafiori. I've been a big critic of that transfer, but so far I've actually seen a lot of good things from him. The only downside is his availability. He's just constantly injured. How many times has he been injured this season already? This is like his third injury, I want to say. And I believe that the team have identified that it's better for him to maybe have his playing time managed because of a bit of his frailty, right? And maybe the way he plays. So Hincapié has had a little bit more opportunities. Looks like we got a corner here for Arsenal. But Hincapié has had more opportunities, and maybe that's impacted the way that we play. Arteta is asking him to do things that he's not comfortable or familiar with doing. Madueke at the corner flag, getting ready to take it. Decent cross, punched out. Declan Rice kicks it back out to Madueke. Madueke takes on his man, crosses it again. Header in. Goal. Zubamendi. All right, we got something to celebrate. Yes! Yes! Arsenal! All right, that's enough. That is enough. I'm not doing that frequently. Okay, we're gonna have to do that consistently for me to actually get like real motivated. Now, guys, let's not concede a late goal. How about that? All right, let's not concede a late goal. Matter of fact, let's do something different and let's score some more goals. How about that? Because games don't end when you've scored a goal. All right, when you've scored one goal. Good header, very good. All right, Zubamendi, very good, very good header. If that's how we're gonna have to win, then that's what we got to do. Just whip crosses in, and let's be Stoke 2.0. I don't care. Okay, prove me wrong, Arsenal. Please prove me wrong. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. I don't want the summer to come around and for me to sit here and talk about like how right I was. Which I'm not gonna do. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to just sit and talk about like, oh, I told man, I told man. No, I didn't told man. Right? I'm just I would be very very. If I'm wrong, hey man, I will criticize my own analysis as much as I criticize certain players for not being any good, like Victor Yokeres. All right. I want to be I want to be the Victor Yokeres of Arsenal analysis. I want to be wrong. Okay. Declan Rice putting in a shift, man. Declan Rice, Declan Rice, great player. Got him for a bargain. Bargain Rice. Let's see what the other scores are around the league. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's not a lot of great games today. The best games are really for tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, there's two other games being played besides this one. Brighton hosting Everton. That's 0-0. Wolves hosting Bournemouth. That's also 0-0. Yeah, and Wolves are pretty much out of it. I'm surprised like Everton are quietly creeping up there. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll get the olden days of Everton, in the early mid 2000s when they had players like Saha in them, you know? Players like I want to say they had Joey Barton. Did Joey Barton play for Everton? Let me see, man. That was one player that I hated. I hated Joey Barton. Let's see, but yeah, he was a character, man. Joey Barton. I feel like if I look into him, I'm just gonna find out that this guy was like a complete scumbag. Let's see, where did this guy? So he played. Oh yeah, 2002 he played for City. 2007 Newcastle, Queens Park Rangers, Marseille, Burnley Rangers. Oh, so I guess he never played for Everton. I think. Oh, that's right. It was QPR that he played for. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the blue kind of mixed me up a little bit. All right. Madway. See, yeah. Again, it's a bit disorganized. We're having a little bit of trouble, maybe holding the ball up. I can see that Arteta is maybe telling players to just play it a little quicker. Not even a little bit quicker, but But that's not the way that you've really built this team. We're not like a frenetic. If we can put together really fast, accurate passing with controlled buildup, then we would be so much more dangerous than we are. That's something that you work on during the summer, and then you come into the season with it. You don't do it in the middle of the season where it's just like players are not used to it and it throws them off, and you have obligations. Leave it for the summer when it's not really that important to win. do it against teams in these like summer competitions. I look at these players and I think, oh man, they play a lot of games. Like this is really, really a difficult thing to do, which it is, right? Which it's definitely difficult to be a professional athlete, and that's not even to mention being like top of the top. Um, but having to constantly play games should must be so exhausting. But then again, you have to consider these guys have all of the resources, all of the medical facilities, all of the nutrition, all of the management, and so we're 34 minutes in now. Decent cross by Madueke there. Really kind of whips it up in the air and lets it come down. I mean, maybe that's what he needs to do. Like we know Rice, when he whips it in, it just kind of curls, really bends and comes back in. We know that Saka, he can be a little bit precise about the like how high the ball is. I think when I watch Saka play. Oh wow, looks like Gabriel took a real bad hit to his shin. Let's yeah, it looks like the referee has stopped play. We need to look at the VAR. Maybe was it a studs up? He's still rolling around on the ground. Come on, man. We don't need Gabriel to be out. What is this? Ooh, that's a studs up challenge. That's a red. That's at least a card, ref. That's at least a card, ref. You can't just let that go. These referees in the Prem are awful, man. You can't just let that go. Studs up, scrape down his leg, nowhere near the ball. And all he gets is a foul and a talking to. What are we doing? Where is VAR? VAR is just like subjective when they feel like using VAR. You can't scrape a player's foot studs up and not get carded. I get if it's at like the referee's discretion whether it's a yellow or a red. Maybe it wasn't done with like malice and whatnot. But come on, dude. It's about player safety. The player on the opposite side of that has to suffer, right? So there has to be some sort of justice. You can't just let somebody go around. All right, well, then you got to keep that same energy. Okay, so see, here we go. Here we go with these fouls. Finally, this guy goes to his pocket. Like, what are we doing? You're letting Leeds United just do what they want. There we go. Nowhere near the ball. Timber was trying to get around this. He's trying to get around this defender, and then he just kind of. I mean, it's a professional foul, I suppose. Again, it's not really malice, but come on. It looks like Arsenal are getting a foothold in this, and Leeds are trying to use physicality as a way of slowing Arsenal down, throwing us off. Okay, got another corner. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Take it to the byline, okay, and then force them to concede a corner or a free kick or something. Got to get something out of them every time. If they're not going to let us come down the middle, then that's what we're going to do. Going to take it around the outside and force them to give something up. Put some pressure on them. Come on, Victor Yokeres, man. Do something, dog. What's going on, my guy? Moving like a tractor. Good cross. Madueke ball in. What? Goal. Another one. Is that a header? I don't even know how that happened. It looked like the Leeds goalkeeper threw it into the goal. hold up. Let's see the replay of this. This is obviously Arsenal goal. Ref doesn't even need to check it, but we need to see whether it was the goalkeeper. Did the goalkeeper throw it in? Let's see. Good cross, Madueke. Yeah, the goalkeeper just slapped it in. What are you doing, dog? Yeah, yeah. That's own goal. Player of the season, own goal. Good. He punches. Let's see it again. So many angles of this. Yeah, the goalkeeper just slaps it into the goal. uh Hey man, win how you can. All right, 2-0 up. How about we don't concede it? How about we get a clean sheet? Earlier this season, they were talking about Arsenal potentially beating the Chelsea record of only 14 goals conceded. I think that's way gone now. I think we've already conceded like 10 or something. So I don't think that's a possibility. There's no way we're going to go the rest of the season having not conceded 4 goals in the league. There's still like 12 games left. Is it? What game week is this? We have 38 games in a season. This is game week 24. So 14 games left. No way possible that all you concede is 4 goals. That would be astronomical. You would essentially go undefeated, which I can't necessarily see. I don't think we can. I don't see that happening. All right, so now we have Leeds 2-0 down in the first half. So now they kind of are forced to come out. The strategy of low block and physicality is kind of out of the window now. They got to go to plan C. I think in the beginning they were like, all right, let's just be physical. All right, we'll be physical and maybe get something. That didn't work. They conceded. And they're like, all right, let's just play the low block. We've been physical enough, and now we're getting cards, and the referee is taking a stronger look at us. So let's just play the low block. They tried the low block, own goal. Now they're 2-0 down. All right, well, now we got to start playing football, which may work for them because teams that have tried to play football against us have actually done well. When they've tried to open up and pass around and do all this and that. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know who that is. Zubamendi is way wide. I don't understand why he's that high up. Okay. uh, Leeds running forward. Game is a little bit open now. Leeds pressing up high. Hey, Victor Yokerez, this is your bread and butter, buddy. If we can get the ball back, he needs to be ready to just start running. Oh, oh. All right, Leeds trying to pass it around and play some football now. Like, share, subscribe. Help your boy out, y'all. All right. Ooh. All right. Leeds doing well when they're starting to play football. Oh, cross across the box. Ball gets cleared all the way back in the Leeds half. Looks like Trossard is down. Not sure why. It might be, yeah, Hincapia. He's down. Hincapia. Looks like the ball hit him in the face. Took it to the face. Oh, Trossard down. Still looks like his foot, his toe or something. Fam, what's up with these? What is up with these injuries? These constant injuries. 43rd minute. I think we just need to weather this wave of looks like Leeds are trying to get a goal here at the end of the half. Give them something to play for in the second half. We just need to weather it. Where is the defensive solidity? And Kapia kicks it forward. Okay, Madueke gets it. Oh, what? Foul. The goalkeeper stops it. What's going on, goalkeeper? I mean, not goalkeeper. Sorry, the referee. What we got going on here? Okay. All right. Arsenal get it back. Bad pass. Timber has been immense. I think Timber is actually one of these killers too. But we need killers up front. We got killers in defense. We need some killers up front. Okay, great pass. Great pass, Madueke. Havertz got it, but it looks like the Leeds player was able to clear it. Took Havertz along with him. Could have been bad. They could have given away a penalty. Good pass, Madueke. We've got another set piece. All right, Nani. Beat the first man, dude. You did well. Keep it up. Do not revert back to putting in terrible crosses. Come on. Good cross. Good cross. All right, Madueke gets you back. Pass it back to your boy. Control. Let's not diddle on the ball. I don't know what that was. Trossard. Some players have lost their like basic skills. Trossard. Nope. Okay. Good cross. Header from Gabriel. Ball's in the air. Bouncing around. Leeds clears it. About a minute and a half left in extra time. It's weird to see Trossard all the way on that right side. I don't know how he gets over there. I see him going over there frequently. Maybe I think it's just to put pressure on that fullback that's on a yellow right now. Okay. Okay, Madueke. What's going on, guys? Why is the referee stopping it? What is this? What's going on? How is that a foul on Arsenal? This Leeds player falls on his by himself and the referee stops it when we have the ball. What is going on? These referees are insane. We're going to need to talk about how this league is going to fall off, and these referees are going to be a prime culprit. How do you call that on Arsenal? This guy jumps in the air behind Havertz and then lands on his butt and starts rolling around like he's hurt, and then the ball goes back to Leeds. Why? Because he's hurt? Is that the standard? What are these referees like? What are the rules of the game? If a player falls on his own, then play stops? Get out of here, man. Anyway, referee blows the whistle. First half finished. Decent first half. We were able to control a bit of their onslaught, uh, getting goals from crosses and a set piece, of course. Owen goal, our probably our best striker of the season. Um, but I think this is somewhat improved on previous games. I'm not going to say that it's It's a good standard. I'm not going to say that it's how we should continue playing, but it's better than what I saw against, in the Champions League and the previous weeks in the Prem against Man United and all these other Prem teams that we've dropped points to. So decent, decent. We've extended the lead back to 7 points, except there's a Man City and Aston Villa have a game in hand. That tomorrow Aston Villa, they've got a tough one playing Brentford at home. That could be interesting. Brentford are not slouches. They've got some guys on that team. So yeah. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Send me ideas, topics that you want me to talk about, football related or not football related. If you've seen my other streams or some of my other content, I've got some input, some political input every now and then. So holla at your boy, man. And hopefully I'm gonna upgrade all of this. I'm gonna get kind of like one of those overlays that has my different handles and uh, for live streams, the score and scoreboard, all that good stuff. But yes, sir. We're gonna be doing another watch along tomorrow. I've already set it up for the Man City Spurs game. I think I've mentioned that already, but I will mention it again. Shouts out to anybody still locked in with me. I don't have a lot of viewers, but hey, man, we're gonna do this gradually and organically. That's what we want. Genuine, organic material. Yeah, not a lot of great games tomorrow, honestly. Other than that Aston Villa Brentford game. I mean, that's relevant to the title race, but it's not like a massive matchup against like two massive teams. You got United playing Fulham, hosting Fulham at home, and Nottingham Forest hosting Crystal Palace. And then, of course, the big game of the weekend, Spurs hosting Manchester City. There is a Monday game, though. Sunderland hosting Burnley. So, yeah, we're well into the second half of the season. It's going to be interesting to see how some of these teams are able to deal with like fatigue and the long season. You can kind of see teams that were doing really well at the beginning of the season have a little bit of slip ups. I believe Sunderland lost a match recently to late goal. They're losing players. I think they said Granit Xhaka is going to be out for a little bit, few weeks. That's their star man and their leader in the team. So we'll see how they'll deal with that. Are they going to be as productive, as good as the beginning of the season, or are they going to start dropping points? Wow, great goal at Bourne or at yeah, in the Wolves Bournemouth game. Krupi again. This guy, he's just come out of nowhere. Never even heard of this guy, but he's good. He's very good. Another worldy goal. The kid is good. I think he's young. I think he might be like 21 years old or something. I think Nani Madueke has put in a good accounting of himself in this one, better than in recent matches where he's just kind of run the ball out. So now he's got 2 assists. That's really good. He might Medwake might be better than Saka this season as far as like output. And I mean, really, that's honestly what matters, especially this season. It's all about output. What can you do as far as goals and assists? And Saka has been really just nowhere to be seen as far as that's concerned. In game, he's twisting up players and he's holding possession. He's really hard to get the ball off of. We see the skill, we see his ability, we see that he's probably the most gifted player on the pitch, but at the same time, it's got to you we need more than that, right? Now you're the man. You're the star man. You're what is he now? Like 25? I think he's 25 now. So now you got to start carrying the team. We haven't seen that. Injuries again. He was injured at the beginning of the season. He's injured again. We'll see how long he's going to be out this time. Whenever players go off injured before the game starts, to me that's like cause for concern. You know, those are those like ligament muscle injuries that take a long time to not only come back from, but like to avoid re-injury. When you like break bones, you could be out for a while because of a broken bone, but when bones heal, they tend to be stronger, right? And it's not common that you break a bone. You don't break a bone for the most part due to like just basic movement. It's usually like an impact, right? You're in a situation where you barge into another player and a part of them, snaps your bone somehow, right? But once you come back from a bone injury, it's unlikely you'll have the same exact injury. Whereas one of these muscle injuries, you could be just like walking around or warming up like Saka is. I'm concerned that this may be just like a flare up. That's probably why they took him off so quick. They were probably worried that he's going to have just another occurrence of the same injury that took him out at the beginning of the season. Hopefully that's not the case. But I would expect for him to be out for at least a little while. And we're going to need him, especially when we play some of these bigger teams. When we got to go play City at home and do all this, let's see what other games we have on the schedule because I feel like we've had so many games against some of these smaller teams that sooner rather than later, we're going to have to see a big team. Game week 25, we got Sunderland at home. Okay. Yeah, so that's next week. That's going to be. Let's see what big games we have. There's not a lot of big games. You got Man United against Spurs. They're kind of duking it out. I mean, no, Spurs really unlikely they're going to make top five. So that's for Man United. It's big because Man United could then solidify their top four place and get Champions League for next year. So that's like a really important match for Man United. The next couple games. You got Newcastle, Brentford. That's sort of like a big game, but Newcastle haven't been very good. Bournemouth hosting Aston Villa. Now that is big for Aston Villa. I might have to. That game is at the same time as the Arsenal game, so those two we're gonna have to keep an eye on both of them at the same time because we know Sunderland are no slouches. Not going to be an easy match. And then, of course, as always, they save the big matches for Sunday, right? They want us to watch all the trash games so we can get to the good game, right? So, uh, keeping the best for last, which is Liverpool hosting Manchester City, right? Manchester City in the next two matches, man. Spurs and Liverpool, both away. Spurs and Liverpool away. That's Woo, that's tough for Man City. If they can get through those games, man, we might have to go ahead and slowly, I mean, not necessarily crown them right away, but slowly move that crown a little bit closer to Man City. All right, just waiting for the second half to start. I think we've done okay. Listen, guys, I know that there's a lot of bots, a lot of people selling stuff on these stream channels, but the best way, I think, if you really want to build, if you have like a service or whatever, let's say like you're an editor or something, the best way for you to do that is build an actual relationship with these streamers that you want to work with. Do what the streamers are doing and be genuine. People are not looking for just like a service, right? Because a lot of this stuff can be automated. And a lot of this stuff not even be automated, but uh you can find services that you can pay for that are cheaper than getting an actual like individual. If I for me, let's say I want to work with an editor, I want to know them. I want them to be invested in what we're doing as a team and you know, for them to have like faith that, we're going to build this out and that there's going to be a payoff at the end for them, right? Not just like a material, like an actual payoff as far as like participating, right? And having some input and whatnot. But yeah, my point is let's um let's keep the conversations about like services and all that like out of the chat for now. Okay, so if you have something and you want to work with me and you have some input and whatnot, let's build and then we'll talk about that further down the line. But other than that, please don't put that in the chat. I will if you overdo it. First of all, like we got this one right here in the kick chat. I'm not even gonna show it because it's just like a marketing thing, bruh. We hate marketing, guys. In America, we are if especially if you guys are like overseas or something, you have to understand something about Americans, right? We are constantly inundated with marketing stuff. Okay. We live in a hyper capitalist society more so than, all these places that you guys are in. You guys have actual like governments that try to invest in the population and do things for the people and whatnot. Here, we have a series of companies that run everything. Okay. Like if you've ever played Cyberpunk, right? It's a futuristic game and whatnot, but that's pretty much what America is. It's a bunch of companies that have their legions of employees and whatnot, and we all work for one of these companies in one way or another, whether we work for like a subsidiary or some associated business that relies on them and whatnot. And because of that, because of the corporate capture here, we get so much marketing. You get so much junk mail, so much spam in your email, so much uh, scam phone calls and marketing phone calls. So keep that stuff out the chat, man. People are bothered by that. Like that's why people come to places like Twitch and Kick, and people build nowadays like these parasocial relationships because we're so much like isolated from one another because we're viewed by the ones who run society as consumers rather than people, and they don't see value in us beyond our capacity to either produce material value or consume material, or I mean, as consumers or producers, right? The value in us as human beings and whatnot is lost. And I don't think that these corporate heads understand how human beings are or need to be social and need to be, to build with one another in sort of an organic manner. So build with me in an organic manner. If you want to help me out and you know some things, build with me. Don't try to market some stuff to me to buy, right? Because I don't invest cash into people. I'll invest my time, right? If it's reciprocated. But let's not do this, hey, I got something to sell you. Like, I've seen it all my life. It's annoying, it's obnoxious. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and delete whatever this is, okay? I'm going to delete the message, but I'm not going to block you yet. You keep messing around and posting stuff about selling things. Listen, dude, I'm not a place for you to post stuff so other people can buy things from you. All right? Delete. Delete. All right, so game is back on. Leeds trying to play on the front foot once again. Decent cross. Calvert Lewin gets to it, but misses. I think it goes out for a corner. So Leeds, yeah, we got to be careful. Calvert Lewin is dangerous. Cross goes out. Leeds get it back. And they're trying to quickly get it into the box. Rice clears it. Leeds get it back in their half. Listen, man. As soon as I said all that stuff about not marketing stuff, I've already got somebody trying to market some stuff on here. Listen, man. All right, let's see here. Biwakun, all right. This guy says, "Hey, homie, I can share your stream in a kid community. Blah blah blah. Help you hit 200 followers. Blah 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 blah." All right, dude. Say something else. Let's see if you're not like a bot. You're an actual person, and you're actually watching the stream, or you're just like some business that just like presses a button and then this marketing message just goes to a bunch of people who are on Kick and Twitch and whatnot. Got anything else to say? You want to say hi? You want to say anything? Huh? Because I am gonna block you. All right. I guess yeah. You ain't got nothing to say. All right. Blizzard blocked. Blocked. All right. Arsenal. Looks like Leeds is keeping possession. I mean, maybe we're again just trying to weather the storm and get them to screw up again. Definitely that's the strategy here. Now that the game is 2-0, it's about game management. And Leeds are doing well enough to get forward. Bad cross blocked. It looks like they got a corner. Here, you know what? I'm going to open up the chat. I'm going to show the chat. Let's show the chat. All right. Bunch of nonsense so far. No offense. Sales things. So cheap beer. All right, blocked. All right, let's see here. We're going to block. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I got my stream up, y'all. So tell me, is this an incentive to is this an incentive for me to get more followers to keep my chat up? I think maybe. Let's try it. Let's see. Game management. Woo, that's a Calvert Lewin jumping up in the air. This guy's actually done well staying healthy because one of his biggest criticisms is that he's just injury prone. Back a few years ago, like I was saying, we should just get Calvert Lewin. Ooh, Jokeres on the run. Great run, Jokeres. Should be fouled in the box, but Jokeres, bro. Shoot it, bro. This was your opportunity. That was a great run by Jokeres. Great run by Jokeres. Great, but oh, dude, you just slow. Oh man, I want to criticize it. It was a great clearance by the defender. Very good run by Jokeres. I got somebody saying Jokeres missing a 1v1. Listen, dude, that's it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad of a it wasn't that bad of a whiff, right? Nani Madueke, good cross, goes out. Okay, we're doing well managing this game. People are really mad about that Jokeres miss. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It was a really good defensive clearance right there. Timber running. What a player Timber is. Madueke twisting him up, doing a little too much there, giving the ball away. Clears it, goes out. Got to do better, Madueke. If Madueke can step it up, he could be a better option for us than Saka on that right hand side. And if you need to, play Saka up front, like I've been saying. Jokeres, I mean, sorry, not Jokeres. Bukayo Saka can play in multiple positions in the front three. Havertz has been anonymous. So yeah, post game, we're gonna do a post game. Maybe look at the other matches in the league because those are the important ones, right? We're gonna look at tomorrow, and we're gonna do a watch along as well. Might have a we'll see. We'll see if we'll bring on a co-host tomorrow. Yeah, nothing really going on in the league right now. It's still 0-0. Brighton and Everton, and Bournemouth beating Wolves 1-0. As much possession as Leeds have had in this half, I don't feel too nervous. I don't feel a lack of control. I think this is by design. We're just trying to manage this game. If anybody is on the east coast of the US, it is a cold day. I don't know if it's as cold in the rest of the country or like through the Midwest like it was last week, but today is cold in a mug. They're saying it was supposed to snow. It's like an 80% chance of it snowing. I guess I guess it's later in the day that it's going to snow. But it's not even it's a 90% chance. But of course, with these weather forecasts, when they say 90%, that means it's going to snow on 90% of the geography, the area. All right. What we doing, y'all? Ooh, the Leeds just keep getting the ball back. Let's string together like an actual play. I think Havertz has been pretty poor. He's been really invisible. If we're gonna play with if we're gonna play with offensive players that are invisible, then why not just get like a bunch of hard workers, right? If that's what we're gonna do, it's like back when Liverpool had their team. If they're going to play with real productive striker like strike force, Salah, Mane, Firmino, then what you need is a real hardworking core. You need a midfield of Henderson and Wijnaldum and Fabinho, right? You need guys like James Milner. So if that's what we're gonna do, we need a part of our team that is just a hard working up front squad, like less flair and just a whole lot of strength and pace and stamina. Yeah, our possession stats have really dropped. We were dominating possession in the first half. Right now, it's you know they're beating us like 63 to 37% possession. Come on, Nani Madueke. He's having a good game. Victor Yokeres receiving it out wide, which is ridiculous. Like, what is this guy going to do? This guy has the worst touch. He has the worst touch. Oh, great pass, Nani. Wow, Zubamendi, great pass. This is great football. Okay. Hincapia, been solid so far in this half. I think Arteta should maybe make some changes like next 10 minutes. Bring in bring in Martinelli. I think he deserves to play. Trossard has been anonymous. Uh oh wow. Really, ref? Wow, and he gives him a card. Tripping. Hold on, dude. Let's see this replay. Let's see how this referee is just like completely finessed us. Yeah, that's a yellow. That's a yellow. Yeah, that's a yellow. He sticks his arm out and just like holds him back. This is a travesty. This is not fair. Oh yeah, it is. It is a card. Yeah, sorry. I noticed with a lot of these streamers, they're using like a darker background. I don't really know how to do that when I have like a light, like colored wall. Like, anybody got suggestions? Is there like something that streamers do to get like darker backgrounds? Anyone? Anyone in the chat? Hello, 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 hello. Echo, echo, echo. Anyone? What we got? What we got? Looks like free kick for Leeds. Dangerous position here. Cross goes in, cleared out by Havertz. Trossard kicks it forward. Good job. Good clearance. All right. Where y'all from, man? Holla at your boy, International Ed. Where y'all tapping in from? Yeah, I mean, holla, 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 holla. Oh, looks like we're gonna make some changes early. Martinelli and Odegaard. Let's see Odegaard come in and do nothing. What is this? The blood clot is this, man. What in the blood clot? Why is that showing up on my screen, dog? I do not care about that stuff. What do y'all talk to me about Arsenal and talk to me about football? Huh? Anything football related, man. What's going on in the Bangladeshi Premier League? Looks like Havertz coming off. Yeah, he hasn't had a good game. Looking stinky. Looking stinky, Kai. He's done well as like a, you know, stopping crosses and stuff like that. Let's see Odegaard's friggin' whiff shots and slow down the play and get bullied off the ball. You got all that juice in your legs. You need to run forward, buddy. I don't want to see you anywhere behind the midfield line. Let's manage this match. I wonder how likely we're going to concede a late goal. Actually, I don't wonder how likely. I think it's very likely because we've done it in every one of our last like 7 games, conceding a late goal. We've conceded goals from like the 85th minute forward in the last like 7 games. Oh, don't tell me he took oh, I just noticed. He took Madueke out. That's wild. Took Madueke out for Martinelli and put Trossard on the left. That's weird, bro. Like Trossard has done barely anything in this match. Let's see. Oh, here we go with more of these marketing. All right, bro. Yeah, you getting blizz knocked. Blocked. No, no, and I don't know why it's showing up on my. Yeah, get out of here. You guys are just gonna keep getting blocked, man. It's so obnoxious. Does that even work? I don't understand what's up with these like marketers that just hound people. Like, you have a really trash product when you're just hounding people. Because if you had a real good product or a real good service, you would have a reputation and people would come to you. You'd have like good reviews, good recommendations, and you'd build like a long term relationship with customers. You wouldn't have to hound people. Man, real stink ball. Leeds trying to get some traction. Let's see what they try to do now. Maybe they try to cross it in. Yep, that's what they're doing. Set pieces. Looks like Leeds potentially getting a corner. All right, we're gonna turn off the chat. Aight. Hi, chat. All right. Woo-wee. Temperature is dropping. Oh boy. What we got going on? 66th minute. No real change in play. Arsenal trying to maintain control. Leeds hoofing it forward. Looks like we've got a counterattack now. Trossard. Martinelli. Martinelli trying to keep it. All right. He gets it. Fouled. Far edge of the box. Feels like a boring game. I guess. It's not that boring. Here, let me try to mute myself. Let me try to fix my microphone real quick. 'Anyway, what we got? We got Arsenal have it. Saliba receiving it wide. Hincapié takes it forward. Trossard kicks it forward. Blocked. Arsenal get it back. Zubamendi with it. Gets it to Saliba. Saliba gets it to Odegaard. Odegaard kicks it forward to Martinelli. Martinelli gets it. Cross goes in. Goal! What a goal! What a great goal that was. What a great goal. Yes, open play goal. Excellent. Really good. Jokeres at the right spot. Okay. All right. He's done well in this game in being in the right place at the right time. All right. So he gets his credit. Okay. All right. I'm still going to trash talk him, though. I'm still going to say this guy's a scrub. But yeah, finally, like great movement from Jokeres. Right spot, right time. Great cross from Martinelli. Did really well to get the ball. Good to play the Leeds defender. Get around him. Cross it. Great movement. Very good. Actually bounces off the goalkeeper, but excellent. Very good. All right. 3-0. All right. Excellent. Yes, this is what we need to do, guys. Good result. Could do better with the performance. Could control the game a little bit better, but understandable considering we're missing Saka. This is an away game against Leeds. I think they said Arsenal had to actually travel by bus to get there. So they had a, what is that, like it's like a 5 hour drive or something, right? They had to drive for 5 hours to get to this this Leeds ground, Elland Road. Trossard holds it up, and Cape kicks it off of the Leeds defender. Trossard doing really well holding it up. Fouled, Arsenal ball again. Really starting to control and impose ourselves now. Let's keep an eye on Martin Odegaard and see what's this guy doing. Arteta getting talked to by Gabriel Heinze. Come on, Trossard, you're doing really well right now. He's in a good run of form right now. Leeds get it back. Now they're running back at Arsenal. Bit of a counterattack. Good block by Zubamendi. Or actually, no, that was Jokeres. Good work by Jokeres. Raya gets it, throws it forward. Arsenal on the counter. Rice carrying it. Trossard, he's feeling himself, so good play by Arsenal. Leeds are making mistakes and we're taking advantage. This is what you do, guys. All right, guys. The standards, guys. So Leeds have done well against certain bigger teams. They got some points off of City. Drew against City. So there's no team in the league that are slouches. Martinelli with it. Ooh, great pass. All right, Timber. Okay. Cross cleared by the Leeds goalkeeper. Leeds goalkeeper is looking crazy. My guy slipping and sliding. Calvert Lewin just like pulling, and there's no way. Yeah, how's that not a foul? Oh, looks like Calafiori is about to come on. All right. So they're just like managing this guy, making sure he doesn't get any long-term injury. Looks like it's raining. I don't know how these players do it, man. If it's raining outside and I walk out, I gotta run to my car there's rocks falling out of the sky. Like I gotta keep my head down. Like I'm trying to dodge the raindrops. Looks like Gabriel Jesus is coming on. Okay, I guess we're trying to do some good rotation. Yo, I thought I had a bad haircut. Some of these footballers, man. I cut my own hair though. They don't have an excuse. These guys got $1,000 haircuts, and they're triznash. Oh, looks like Calafiori coming in to relieve Hincapie, I think, right? Of course. Yep. Jokeres coming off for Jesus. Good game for Jokeres. Good game. Good game for Jokeres. I think this is one of those game management things because I would expect Jokeres to start in the next match as well. He did well there. He scored that goal. He's done well overall. It's interesting that Arteta has made 4 changes. He's made 4 changes, and it looks like Eze doesn't get any game time. That's rough. But again, what is maybe Arteta? This is game management, and he's got plans for other competitions. Ooh, great passing, carried by good pass. Ah man, almost scored another one. Good carry by Rice. Jesus kicks it wide. Not bad, not bad, guys. Not bad, guys. Jesus. Yeah, it's really coming down now. That sucks. Having to play a football game in this kind of weather. It's like cold and rainy. I'd be afraid to get like pneumonia or something. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, great work keeping it. Jesus. Leeds are able to get it back, but some good effort there. Yo, Gabriel. Saliba. It looks like every time Saliba gets the ball, he's being instructed to just run forward. All right. Oh, come on, Martin. Now giving the ball away, huh? Dribble forward, keep the ball, and pass it. Get your man open. Calafiore galloping forward. Gets it to Trossard. Gets it. Yep, Trossard. Saliba receives it way up the field. Cross. Ew, what a show. What a header. Oh, Jesus. Unfortunate. That should have been a goal. That was a flush on the ball header. Ooh, wow. Oh, that is unfortunate. That should be a goal. Oh, my Lord. Great cross from Timber. Header from Jesus. Blocked by the goalkeeper there. 78 minutes. I would like for us to get another goal here because we're doing well, right? Can we please keep this form, guys? Keep this form. Let's go. Decent cross, cleared by Leeds, goes out. Another corner. Declan Rice is going to take this one. I think he took Madueke off to keep him fresh because we have Saka hurt and maybe give some minutes to Martinelli on the right, get him used to getting some minutes on the right. It's management. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Management. Terrible, terrible rain. Oh my lord. Goodness. Yuck. As they say, it is pissing down rain. Good cross. As always, ooh, gets on the head, goes out, leads ball. Declan Rice, incredible crosses. What a guy. What a guy. Looks like Eze is coming on with 10 minutes. That's five changes, but it is torrential rain. Good Lord. Oh, I do not envy these guys playing in matches like this. Goodness gracious. Trossard comes off. He did a lot better in the last 20 minutes, the previous 20 minutes. Decent performance from Trossard. Started feeling himself a little bit around the 70th minute. Started really taking players on, doing the things that he's known for. All right. All right. Timber. There are certain players that need some rest. Timber is one of them. I mean, fortunately, we have Ben White at full strength. Okay. All right. Ball goes forward. Oh, why? Why'd you touch it? Oh, Leeds ball. Oh, man. Yeah, what a great counterattack, but kind of ruined there by that unnecessary touch. Leeds get the ball back. They're 3-0 down. I don't think Leeds at this point Leeds maybe trying to just get a goal to help out their differential in case of a relegation battle. All right. Here we go. Martin Odegaard dropping all the way back to play defender, to play center back. Martin Odegaard, our creative center back. Let's go. Foul. Looks like Leeds are going to make another change. Maybe just trying to get some players minutes. It's crazy how some of these bottom half teams they don't have any other competitions typically at this stage. They're usually out of the League Cup. There are FA Cup games, but those are really sparse. And it's not like they play in Europe or anything. So the Prem is really the only competition. They might play like in a season, they might play only like 45 games, maybe less. 45 is a little bit much because that's like 7 games into the League Cup typically. I guess if you include FA Cup too. Yeah, about that. About 45 games. That's not terrible, right? Like these guys should be a lot fresher. A lot fresher. They have, you know what I mean, time to rest up. And so the players at the top that have like multiple competitions, multiple major competitions, the the gap between them is massive. Good stop. Good stop, Calafiori. As a not good attention. This is why you're not getting a lot of minutes, my guy, because you make mistakes like that. I'm not mad at Odegaard passing it to you, but my guy, what are we doing? Great. I have an alarm going off outside. One of my neighbors. Good lord, man. I hate when that happens. Great. Got a massive alarm going off outside. Oh, finally. Thank you. Somebody turned it off. About to get up and do something about it myself. Ball goes out. Arsenal get it for the throw in. 85th minute. Oh wow! Why is this alarm still going off? What's going on? Jeez, it stopped and now it's back. What's going on, guys? Somebody's car getting robbed? What's happening? All right. Ooh, great passing. Jesus shoots. Goal, Jesus. Great hold up. Great possession. Great spin. Great shot. Great placement. Great goal. Excellent goal, Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent goal, Jesus. Yeah, let's go, Jesus. 4-0. Let's go. And now I don't even need more goals. Okay, let's just manage this and just take this goal, take this clean sheet home. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on around the league. What are the what are the other? Let's see here. Oh, looks like Brighton scored against Everton. Yeah, just recently. Wow, Jesus, great run. Stays on side, holds him off, gets around the player, shoots him between the defenders. Wow. Great goal. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. I mean, maybe this is what we need. This guy to come in, maybe 20 minutes left in the game and put some work in. Good response, Arsenal. Good response after a real dip. Let's go, guys. Mentality. Let's go. Okay, we're back to okay, great play, great play. Great play, great shot. Good job. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Leeds are a little bit open. I think the rain abetted just a little bit. Really good. Could have given it to Eze. Decided to go for Rice, but defended. Still got a shot off. Goalkeeper had to make a save. Corner for Arsenal. Really good play. Good play. Oh, looks like Bournemouth have scored another goal, so it's 2-0 against Wolves. Yeah, Wolves, historically bad team. We've had 11 corners in this game. That's crazy. Crazy amount of corners. All right. Cross goes in. Good header. Oh, cleared. Very good. All right. We almost got another goal off a corner. It's like Chelsea are playing West Ham at 12:30. We might be on for that one. We could maybe do a little Chelsea hate along. Maybe Chelsea would drop some points. I don't really have a real I don't have a real stake in that match because I think Chelsea are pretty much. Let's see where Chelsea are, top five. You know, yeah, we could bring on. Let's see if we can bring on a Man United fan and watch this Chelsea West Ham game because it's a big game for both teams. Honestly, West Ham are 18th in the relegation zone, right there. Need a win to put some pressure on Nottingham Forest, and Chelsea need a win to get back in the top four. So some incentive for both teams to do well. Let's not concede a goal, guys. Arsenal got the ball. Still 89th minute. Eze has it. Eze passes it back. Yeah, let's control. All right. All right. Saliba with it, strides forward, looks for the pass, gets it to Jesus is dropping in to the right. Gabriel has it, gets it into the middle to Eze. Eze gets it to Martinelli. We're trying to mix it up a little bit. It's the 90th minute, 4 minutes of extra time. Ball to Timber. Odegaard gets it, keeps it ticking. We're really bopping them off the pitch now. Keeping possession, still with a threat, still keeping them back in fear of us scoring another one. Really olaying them now. 91st minute, 3 minutes left on the clock. Really holding possession. Ball goes wide to Timber. Goalkeeper clears it up. Really bopping them off the pitch. I think Leeds, in this situation, they might want to just concede and trying to go for it may get them hit again on a counterattack. All right. Timber. What a player Timber is. What a player. Jesus. Oh, ball goes out. Corner for Arsenal. What a player Timber is. Jesus was just a yard short. Could have been on goal. Mikel Arteta smiling. That's what we like to see. I'm very happy, guys. You have raised the standards. I'm so sorry. Oh man, they got some short players, man. Who's this guy? He looks like he's 5'3". I don't think I've ever seen a player other than Santi. All right, yeah. Cross goes in. Ball headed out. Calm down. A little bit of a scuffle. A little bit of a scuffle. Calafiori and somebody. Yeah, this Leeds player getting a little bit too physical for no reason. What's the point? He's like dragging Calafiori by his neck. What is the point? Whoever the Leeds captain is, or Ampadu, he's the one with the armband. Looks like about 30 seconds left in regulation time. Leeds get the throw in. I think they should just manage this out. Leeds just hold the ball and just wait for the goalkeeper to whistle. No late goals. Everyone focus, please. No late goals. All right. Hopefully, I'm proven wrong with my earlier prediction of a late goal. Late conceded goal, that is. Am I the Victory Jokeres of Arsenal analysis? Yes, I am. Game, referee whistles, Arteta smiles, 4-0. Really good performance there. Match reaction. Before that, though, please like, subscribe, share, follow, do all that good stuff. Good game. Back for, we've had bad games where everybody gets a low score. So, and this is the opposite of that. This is a very good game. So, because it's a very good game, everybody gets very high scores, right? The entire back line, everybody gets a 9. The midfield, everybody gets a 9, except for Havertz. I give him maybe an 8. He was a little bit offensively, he wasn't great, but he did a job. I think the job that he was put in there for is to clear headers, and because we knew that that was the threat. That was a tactical decision made by Arteta. So he gets an 8. Madueke, he I think is man of the match. Either him or Timber. Jokeres looked really good. He's kind of like third on that list. Outside of just scoring the goal, he really did a lot of pressing, and he did some defending as well, right? So he looked like he was useful, right? He looked more than what I have seen from him. Trossard, he did okay. He gets an 8 also. He's one of the underperformers. Um, and some of the bench players, Jesus, I think Jesus, he scored. He did well. Really put pressure on them. That goal was incredible. I'll give Jesus an 8 coming off the bench. That was a great cameo. Martinelli, he gets an 8. He did really well. Really well. Martinelli, he might get a 9. He's probably the best rotation player to come in. Eze did okay. If I hadn't mentioned him, an 8. But all around, really good. Manager gets a 10 out of 10. Called it right. Got the right tactics in. Put Havertz in to nullify any of the crosses that they were going to put in eventually, obviously. Um, yeah, good on everybody. Odegaard gets an 8. He was okay, right? He did a little bit better. Good cameo from him, right? Yeah. So anyway, we'll call it there. Like, share, subscribe. Gonna do a post game. We're gonna be back for the Chelsea match. We're gonna be streaming that as well, the Chelsea West Ham match, because we want to see what's gonna happen with Chelsea. Are they gonna make top 5, top 4? Right? They can make top 4. Are West Ham going to dig their way out of relegation? So stay with me. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. Holla at your boy Ahmed on side. Like, share, subscribe. Check for our shorts and